Hello dear students, welcome to maths class. Today we are going to start our 5th lesson, Money Maths. Actually we need to take the chapter, the 4th chapter, but today I am going to start our new lesson, 5th lesson, that is Money Maths. Do you remember the chapter in 7th standard Money Math? What we have studied in that chapter? Do you remember? Yes, interest. What do you mean by interest? Interest is the extra amount that we paid to a bank if we take a loan or if we deposit an amount. Okay, so the extra rupees that we got from the bank if we deposit a certain amount in the bank, or if we have to pay a certain amount to the bank if we took a loan from the bank. Okay, so that is interest. That is, interest is the extra amount that we paid on some amount in a bank. Okay, or the amount that the bank given to us. Okay, so here you can see two ads of banks. First one is, see, 10% interest, 1 lakh rupees grows to 1.20 lakhs in 24 months. Okay, and in the second ad, 10% interest, 1 lakh rupees grows to 1.21 lakhs in 24 months. Okay, so what is the difference in these two ads? Yes, same rate of interest is here, right? Same 1 lakh rupees is grows to 1.20 lakhs in 24 months. 24 months means, yes, 2 years. We know that 12 months is equal to 1 year. Then 24 months is equal to 2 years. Okay, so 10% interest, 1 lakh rupees grows to 1.20 lakhs in 24 months, that in 2 years. 2 years, in 2 years, 10% interest, 1 lakh rupees is grows to 1.20 lakhs. Okay, and in the second ad, 10% interest, 1 lakh rupees grows to 1.21 lakhs. See, 1.20 lakh and 1.21 lakh, which is higher? Yes, 1.21 lakh is higher than 1.20 lakhs, right? So that is also grows in the time limit 24 months, that is 2 years. Then what is the way of calculating interest in the two banks? Is there any difference? Yes, in 7th standard we have studied an equation to find the interest, how to calculate interest, right? Do you remember the equation? See, here you can see an equation. What is that equation? I is equal to PNR by 100. What is I in this equation? I is interest. What is P? P is the principal amount, or the amount we deposited in a bank or we took a loan from the bank. Okay, and what is N here? Yes, N is the number of years. N is the number of years. And here, or the time limit, number of years or the time limit. N is the number of years or the time limit, and R is the rate of interest. Okay, rate of interest always represented in the form of percentage. So what do you mean by 10%? 10% means 10 by 100. Okay, 10% means 10 by 100. 9% means 9 by 100, like that, right? So here we have an equation. What is the equation? Yes, we have an equation. I is equal to PNR by 100. I is equal to PNR by 100 where, yes, where P is equal to where P is equal to the amount we deposited, N is equal to the number of years, and R is the rate of interest. Okay, So these are the variables. P is equal to amount we deposited, N is equal to number of years, and R is equal to the rate of interest. And here we have a question. 15,000 rupees is deposited for 2 years at 10% interest. What is the actual interest each year? Okay, so we have to pay 10% of 15,000 rupees every year. Okay, we have to pay 10% of 15,000 rupees every year. And we deposited only for 2 years. Then what will be the amount that we have to pay in every year? Yes, that is the amount is interest is equal to interest for 1 year is 10% of 15,000. Okay, that is 15,000 into 10 by 100, right? For 1 year we have to pay 15,000 into 10 by 100. Okay, so 15, then for 2 years how much rupees have to pay? Yes, for the next year also we need to pay 15,000 into 10 by 100. Okay, so that is a fixed amount for 2 years. Okay, for the first year we have to pay 15,000 into 10 by 100, right? What is 15,000 into 10 by 100? See here we have, yes, 2 zeros here. Cut that 2 zero from the top. Then here we have 150 and here we have 10. So 150 into 10 is equal to, yes, 1,500. Okay, 1,500. So 1,500 rupees have to pay in 1 year. Okay, so they have to pay 1,500 rupees in the next year also. Okay, 2 years they have to pay 1,500 rupees. So 1,500 rupees into 2, right? So in the equation I is equal to PNR by 100. That is a fixed amount have to pay on an amount. Okay, fixed amount have to pay on an amount. That is what we call simple interest. So 1 year we have to pay 15,000 into 10 by 100, and in 2 years we have to pay 15,000 into 10 by 100, yes, into 2. Okay, that is we have to pay 3,000 rupees. 1,500 rupees into 2 is equal to 3,000 rupees. So the interest for the next year is equal to 3,000 rupees. Okay, for 2 years we have to pay 3,000 rupees. Then if we took a loan 15,000 rupees from a bank, the bank is calculated interest for interest. Okay, interest for interest. So calculating interest on interest is called compound interest. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to study about compound interest. Compound interest means we have to pay interest on interest. That means every year we have to calculate the principal amount. Okay, every year we have to calculate the principal amount. That is the difference between simple interest and the compound interest. So that is the difference in the two ads. Okay, that is in the first ad, see here we have 10% interest, 1 lakh rupees grows to 1.20 lakhs in 24 months, right? That is simple interest. Okay, and in the second bank the amount is grows to 1.21 lakhs. That means in that bank every year interest is calculated, and the difference is interest have to pay, we have to pay interest on interest. Okay, interest on interest. That is the difference between compound interest and simple interest. So in this chapter we are going to study about compound interest. So compound interest means interest on interest. See, here we have a question. Anu and Manu deposited. Yes, Anu and Manu deposited. See, this is our question. Anu and Manu deposited 15,000 rupees each in a bank giving 10% interest annually. After 1 year, Anu withdrew the entire amount including the interest and redeposited the same day. After 1 more year, both withdrew the total amounts. Who got more? How much more? Okay, that is Anu and Manu. Deposit, yes, 15,000 rupees. 15,000 rupees each in a bank giving 10% interest annually. Okay, both are deposited 15,000 rupees in a bank giving 10% interest annually. Okay, but after 1 year, Anu withdrew the entire amount including the interest and redeposited in the same day. Okay, so Anu withdrew the entire amount including the interest and redeposited the same day. Okay, so 15,000 rupees into 10 by 100 into 2, that is 3,000 rupees. Manu got interest as 3,000 rupees, right? Then after 2 years, Manu got back 15,000 plus 3,000, that is equal to 18,000 rupees. Okay, after 1 year, after 2 years, Manu got back 15,000 plus 3,000 rupees interest. Okay, 10% interest for 2 years is equal to 3,000 rupees. So 15,000 plus 3,000 is equal to 18,000 rupees. Okay, but Anu withdraw the amount. Okay, that is he withdraw the amount including after 1 year. After 1 year, he got an interest of 500, right? After 1 year, Anu got an interest of 15,000 into 10 by 100, that is equal to 1,500. Okay, 1,500. So in that year, if he withdraw that amount, he got 15,000 plus 1,500 rupees, right? That is 16,500 rupees. He got 16,500 rupees from the bank, but he redeposited the very same amount in the very same bank. Okay, that means now he have an amount 16,500 in his account, right? Then the bank calculated 10% interest on this 16,500 rupees. Okay, the bank calculated 10% interest on 16,500 rupees. That means 16,500 into 10 by 100, that is equal to 1,650. So at last he got, yes, in the second year he deposited 16,500 rupees and he got 1,650 rupees as 1,650 rupees as the interest. Okay, so he got 18,150 rupees at the end of 2 years, right? So Anu got 18,150 after 2 years, but Manu got only 18,000 rupees after 2 years. So what is the difference between that two? So after 1 year, yes, Manu got only 18,000 rupees, but Anu got 18,150 rupees. So why Anu got more? Because he withdrew the entire amount in the first year. Then at that time he got an interest of 1,500 rupees. Then he redeposits the same amount in the very same bank. Then the bank is calculated interest for interest also. Okay, that means he got interest on interest, right? 15,000 is the amount and 1,500 is the interest. So he got interest for this 16,500 rupees in the next year. That's why he got more. So this method of calculating interest on interest is called compound interest. So interest on interest is called compound interest. So in the case of Anu, the bank is calculated interest on interest, but in the case of Manu, the bank is giving simple interest. That is the difference between the amount calculated or the amount got by Anu and Manu. Okay, Anu got compound interest and Manu got only simple interest. So in this lesson we are going to study about compound interest. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss more about compound interest. So today we are going to wind up, children. Thank you.